Quick note before we get started, the presentation itself has been pre-recorded, but I am here live. So feel free to post in the chat. I will be answering questions throughout the presentation. And if we have some time at the end, I will also answer some questions. So please feel free to use the chat. And with that, we'll get on with the presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Carrie Rasmussen, and I'm a solution engineer at Esri out of the Charlotte office. Today, I'm going to share with you some of the latest updates to Arcgis Online and the mobile apps. We'll start with Arcgis Online and what's new as of the December 2020 release. You can now enable and disable editing on individual fields for hosted feature layers and hosted feature layer views. You can also view the total storage size of all files attached to a hosted feature or table layer. It is displayed separately from the layer size in the Details section on the Overview tab of the Layers item page. This can be very helpful when managing credits. We have added more control over the Esri apps. Admins can block members' access to applications, including with the user type, that cannot be controlled through licenses, settings, or privileges. Blocking access to an app removes it from the member's app launcher and the open-in drop-down menus for items, and also prevents members from opening the app from a URL. Activity reports, which lists all events, changes made to an organization's members, groups, credit allocations, and content, can now be run for a specific day in addition to weekly or monthly. And administrators can now change the order in which different login methods appear in the organization's sign-in page, which can be very useful if you're using SAML or an OpenID Connect login. Arcgis Security Advisor provides a full rundown on your organization's security settings, at the click of a button, eliminating the need to review one by one administratively. Security Advisor also delivers recommendations based on current settings. As of December 2020, Arcgis Online now enforces the use of HTTPS. Security Advisor's HTTP check will scan up to 10,000 items within an organization, including dashboards, hub sites, story maps, maps, scenes, and apps created with Web App Builder and Experience Builder, and identifying those needing attention. Security Advisor now offers an editor to assist with making HTTPS updates. Web App Builder for ArcGIS delivers a way for you to easily create web apps that run on any device using a gallery of ready-to-use widgets. You can customize the look of your apps with configurable themes and can host your apps online or on your own server. Multiple widgets have been improved for this release. Add Data now supports adding WMTS OGC web services. Parcel Draft allows users to edit and close unclosed parcel boundaries. Gridded Reference Graphic now supports UTM as a reference system option. And with Smart Editor, you can choose Military Grid Reference System, MGRS, when moving point features to a new location using coordinates. Arcgis Experience Builder empowers you to quickly transform your data into compelling web experiences for a variety of audiences across browsers and all devices, with no coding required. Experience Builder provides complete control over the layout and design elements, supporting both map-centric and non-map-centric apps via fixed or scrolling screen on single or multiple pages. Provided templates and widgets help you get started quickly and can be extended with your own templates. New in this release, when publishing a template with widgets that use subscriber content, you have the option to authorize content so it can be accessed anonymously. And you can now preview surveys that you edit within the app in the embedded designer. In November, the Arcgis Solutions team launched a new solutions experience that includes an updated ArcGIS Solutions product destination and improved documentation. The new experience helps public agencies, utilities, and private businesses discover industry-specific configurations of ArcGIS that improve operations, drive new insight, and enhance services. In the November 2020 release, the ArcGIS Solutions team doubled the number of solutions available in the ArcGIS Solutions app. Included are several new ArcGIS solutions that help you manage utility assets, improve police transparency, conduct community health assessments, and manage threats that impact business operations. If you've been to the ArcGIS Solutions site before, it may look a little different. If I scroll down to about the middle of the page, you'll see that all the solutions are listed by industry. I'm going to start with state and local government. Now you'll see I have two options. I can go down by department on either the left side of the screen, or I can scroll down and search my departments here. That will actually open up the solutions. And from here, I can select on the solution that I'm looking for, get some more information, including requirements and product information, including any release notes. And you'll see I can come here and I can click Deploy Now, which will open up in my organization, and I can say Get Now to actually deploy the solution, which will do pretty much everything for me. Or I can start in my ArcGIS org, click on my app selector, and come down to Solutions. And I can search for my solutions this way. Again, I can click on State and Local Government. I'll click on Planning and Development. And again, I can click on the solution that I'd like. And if I hit Get Now, it will deploy the solution to my Arcgis Online organization. ArcGIS Living Atlas of the World is the foremost collection of geographic information from around the globe. It includes curated maps, apps, and data layers from Esri and the global GIS user community that help support your work. Visit the ArcGIS Living Atlas of the World website, where you can browse content, view the blog, and learn how you can contribute. Here's a quick look at some of the new features. On December 10, 2020, American Community Survey, or ACS, released the newest data values for their 5-year estimates. Some of the new data sets include youth who don't have access to the internet, youth who don't have access to a computer, both of which during the time of COVID have been increasingly important to help bridge the digital divide. The U.S. Census has provided information on 2020 self-response rates, along with 2010 response rates and other valuable attributes. The CDC has released some new layers with hospitalization and mortality rates for both heart disease and stroke, as well as high blood pressure medication non-adherence rates. ArcGIS story maps make it easy to create inspiring, immersive stories by combining text, interactive maps, and other multimedia content. Publish and share your story with your organization or with everyone around the world. Story maps continue to evolve with improvements to enhance your experience when telling stories with maps. The following new features and capabilities have been recently added. New collaboration features, including publishing stories and collections to shared update groups, allow users to publish changes as co-authors of a story. And you can now build map tours faster, adding up to 100 geotagged photos to a map at one time. Arcgis Hub is an easy-to-configure cloud platform that organizes people, data, and tools to accomplish initiatives and goals. With sites, events, configurable apps, and other solutions, Arcgis Hub enables your team to create and share maps, apps, and initiatives to align collaborators across organizations and communities with the information and content they need to manage projects and drive desired outcomes. Arcgis Hub is available at 2 license levels, Basic and Premium. Arcgis Hub Basic is included with Arcgis Online and delivers data sharing and site creation capabilities, while Arcgis Hub Premium includes additional features and capabilities for working with teams of people, including members of the community. For examples, view Arcgis Hub Gallery. Recent enhancements to Arcgis Hub include easier color theming. Anytime you decide to set a custom appearance for a layout card, the published theme colors are within quick reach. This eliminates the need to bounce back and forth between the theme panel and the card editor, or remembering hex codes. Simply select one of your existing theme colors in the row settings to customize the background color or text color for a certain section of the site or page. Arcgis Hub has 2 new FAQ page templates to provide answers to common questions or to communicate important information about how your org uses community accounts. And the new row visibility tool allows you to designate certain sections of your site as private. Row visibility lets you control which rows of content appear for different audiences and groups who visit your site. Now I'm going to show you how the new row visibility functionality works in Arcgis Hub. I'm going to select a row, and I'm going to click on the editing tool. Now, if I scroll over in my layout, you'll see I have a section for visibility. Right now, it's going to match what is set for the entire site, which is public. Or I can come down here and select Limit to Group. If I were to click on Groups, I would get a list of my groups for Hub, and I would be able to share it with those specific groups. Arcgis Urban is an immersive 3D experience designed to improve urban planning and decision-making. You can visualize projects in local context and leverage location intelligence to drive better decisions, be more proactive and less reactive in your planning process, and simplify project collaboration across internal agencies and public stakeholders. In this release, Arcgis Urban adds full support for 3D meshes. Use a 3D mesh layer as a realistic representation of your existing buildings, including draping of polygon layers and masking. If you want to develop a parcel, mask out the existing buildings from the mesh and replace them with your new development project. And you can now enrich your urban project scenarios with BIM data and use a Building Explorer widget to filter by discipline, categories, or explore one floor at a time. ArcGIS Velocity provides configurable capabilities to connect to and visualize streaming sensor data, detect incidents, analyze patterns, and take action. You can put together powerful out-of-the-box analysis tools to create automated workflows without any development or scripting knowledge required, and run analysis in real time, in near real time, or over time. New real-time analytics tools and capabilities include calculate motion statistics, detect incidents, and enter exit geofencing and filter by geometry and join features. And join features now supports one-to-many joins in real-time analytics, meaning a separate event or incident can be emitted for any geofence to which a real-time observation joins. Sitescan for ArcGIS is a new Esri product that provides a complete end-to-end workflow for acquiring and processing drone imagery, working with the resulting data, products, and managing your drone assets. Sitescan allows users to capture, process, and manage their drone data in cloud or publish their 2D, 2.5D, or 3D outputs directly to Arcgis Online. New integration with Quick Capture lets users easily identify areas of interest and record locations as points, lines, or polygons, along with associated attributes with the tap of a button. The results can be instantly transmitted to others via Arcgis Online or Arcgis Enterprise. Esri Redistricting is a web-based software that enables governments, advocates, and citizens to complete and share regulation-compliant redistricting plans. Esri Redistricting provides comprehensive tools for plan creation, management, visualization, editing, and collaboration. With the new release, you can now label counties in the area you are working with within the application. Customize the homepage of the application to match your organization's needs. Merge multiple regional plans into a statewide plan, ensuring no geographies are assigned to multiple districts. With ArcGIS for Power BI, you can create beautiful map visualizations that surface patterns and trends in your data and gain context with ArcGIS maps and demographic data. In the latest release, report designers and consumers no longer require an add-on license to create and interact with ArcGIS for Power BI map visualizations. Designers using an ArcGIS account can embed a map-enabled report in websites or apps. Designers using an ArcGIS account can publish to the web. And you can now join a reference layer to an attribute to enable interactions between the reference layer and other visualizations. And now, what's new with the mobile apps? ArcGIS Field Maps is a new mobile app that allows you to streamline field workflows and take your maps anywhere. You can use field maps to explore the maps you make in ArcGIS, collect and update authoritative data, and record where you've gone, all with a single location-aware app. Field Maps includes a companion web app that allows you to configure the maps mobile workers will use in the field. In the latest release, ArcGIS Field Maps now supports new smartphone capabilities, and dark mode is supported for iOS devices. With the Tracker add-on, you can now start tracking for a set duration of time, and you can now start tracking from your Apple Watch, a link, or by voice using Google Assistant. The ArcGIS Field Maps web app is now available and dramatically lowers the bar for configuring and deploying maps for use with ArcGIS Field Maps. Key features include authoring forms for data collection, enabling web maps for offline use, configuring feature templates, and managing map deployments with sharing and visibility of maps. To view the Field Maps web app, all I'd have to do is come up here once I'm signed in, click on my app launcher, and click on the Field Maps icon. I'm going to start with my code violations map. I have the option to hide this app from my mobile users, including myself, if for some reason I didn't want this one to show up. Maybe I'm doing some work on it and it's not quite ready for prime time, or if it's maybe a depreciated map and you want to hide it, but you still want to hold on to the information, you can hide it from your users using that toggle. I can also see that I've enabled my offline capabilities and that I'm sharing it with my collectors app group. If I click on the Contents tab over here, I can check out which editable layers I have, in this case, my code violations layer. And I want to add a default value. So I've clicked on my code violations. I'm going to click on the default values. And I want to say that visible is equal to yes, because as I'm out in the field collecting data, I'm able to see those violations from my vehicle. For the form, if you wanted to take advantage of the smart form capabilities, You can come in here, convert your pop-ups, and you can add additional functionality in here than you would normally have, say, if you were using Collector. I can also set up offline map areas and other information here, or I can come to the sharing tab and update my sharing capabilities. Right now, it's just shared with myself. I can share it with my organization or with groups or to the public. To get more information, please check out the blogs that we have on the Esri site and the field maps application page for resources, training, and more information. Arcgis Quick Capture is the fastest way to collect field observations. With this app, you can quickly record field observations from vehicles, conduct aerial surveys, or assess damage. Data can be sent back to the office for analysis in real time, eliminating time spent manually processing handwritten notes. Arcgis Quick Capture is integrated with ArcGIS, so new data from the fields can be used instantly for better decision making. New in this release, you can now change the size of button labels, and you can now pass the current location of the device to a Survey123 smart form. And project user input choices now include an option to enter free text. New project templates are available, including occupancy counter, to count the number of individuals entering and exiting a given site. New in beta is oriented imagery, which will enable you to exploit photos taken from the fields in a more interactive way, using oriented imagery tools in ArcGIS. Starting with this version, you can enable the projects for oriented imagery data collection. By doing so, when a photo is taken in Quick Capture app, a number of attributes, photo location, heading, pitch roll, fields of view, and more are automatically stored with GIS attributes. With this information, ArcGIS-oriented imagery tools in ArcGIS Web App Builder Developer Edition, as well as ArcGIS Pro, will let you visualize and query your field-collected data in innovative ways. ArcGIS Survey123 is a simple, intuitive, form-centric data gathering solution that makes creating, sharing, and analyzing surveys possible in just 3 easy steps. Survey123 org admins can now change the owner of a survey. The Survey123 web app URLs now support a parameter to copy an existing survey's response into a new survey. And improvements have been made to report creation to better handle attachments and larger numbers of records. The hidden appearance type can now be selected for all question types. This hides the question from view, but still allows you to accept defaults and calculations. The rank question type, previously only available in the Survey123 web app as the ranking question type, can now be added to Survey123 Connect. And you can now choose for the contents of a choice list to display in a randomized order. And choice lists in the field app can now be loaded from a CSV file. Arcgis Workforce is a mobile app solution that uses the power of location to plan and coordinate your field's workforce. It integrates work management to reduce reliance on paper and provides everyone with access to authoritative data they need. ArcGIS Workforce is designed to help you reduce errors, boost productivity, and save money. The latest release of Workforce web app allows you to integrate ArcGIS field maps into your workforce project. Add field maps integration so your team can easily search for features, collect data at assignments, and communicate important information using the markup tools provided in the app. Coming in 2021, Workforce will transition to ArcGIS Field Maps. When complete, ArcGIS Field Maps will be the one mobile solution you need to use to create, dispatch, receive, and complete work assignments. The integration will begin in the second half of 2021 for both mobile and web apps. For more information, check out Esri's What's New blog. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the conference.
So we had a couple questions in the chat, and if you have any additional questions, please feel free to throw those in the chat now. I'll be monitoring them. I think they go for another 5 minutes or so at least, and maybe a few minutes after the session's over. There's a question from Sean who said, we use incident analysis widget in one of our apps. Is there another widget that performs the same type of analysis that allows more than 3 rows from the attribute table to be returned or in a CSV? I don't know one off the top of my head, but I will get back with you on that one. I'll reach out to the web app builder team and see if there's anything else that they can recommend for that. Sam asks, does ArcGIS Living Atlas have data for every country of the world? Yes, with kind of a question mark there, only because it depends on what data you're looking for. There's some data that we have for the whole planet. There's other sets of data that are specific to the US, and there's other data that we may have for a certain number of countries, but not necessarily every country. So I encourage you to go onto the site and take a look and see if you could find the data you're looking for. And if not, drop us a suggestion in the Esri Ideas page if there's something that you're looking for that we don't have. Any other questions? I'll give it a minute. All right, well, I'll still hang out here. If you guys have any other questions, I'll stay until the end of the session to answer any of those. Or if you want to, Esri does have a booth set up. We are in there, myself, Christy Rowland, who's an account manager, and Sam Perkins, who's an account manager for the state. So please feel free to drop by. Oh, Melanie, great. Will the analysis tools be added to Map Viewer Beta? As of the next release, we should be at parity. So whatever you have in regular Map Viewer should be in Map Viewer Beta, because Map Viewer Beta will be going live as Map Viewer dropped the beta. So they should be there. Everything should be at parity at that point. So yeah, that stay tuned for future release. Any other questions? I apologize. I have a puppy barking in the background. Well, like I said, I will stay here till the end. If not, everyone have a great rest of your conference. Again, stop by the Esri booth. We're happy to answer any questions you may have. I'll still be here to chat. So yeah, we're going to end the session in just a minute, but I will hang out for chat for another 10 minutes or so. And like I said, please reach out to us at the Esri booth if you have any questions.